We've come to the end of season 4. It's been a fantastic season, and in this episode I'll just be going through some of the highlights with you as we prepare to end the season. This podcast is brought to you by Milk Projects Limited. The podcast is for educational purposes only. Seek professional advice to get specific help for your project. Enjoy this week's show. Welcome to an Architect and a DJ Build a Home podcast. This is the final episode of season 4. We've been so excited about this season as we've tried to bring a lot of variety, and we've loved the way it has stretched us as a team. And I hope as you've followed along, you've enjoyed it too. I hope that if this is your first time encountering us, you get a taste of the content that we've been putting out, and you'll join the Home Build Zambia community, and you'll continue to follow us on the show. So to start the season, we looked at the unique home concept. And at Home Build Zambia, we are all about helping individuals on a budget navigating the home building journey so that you can create a home that is unique to you. It reflects your lifestyle and reflects your reality. And we just spent a bit of time in the first episode talking about the unique home concept. Kalenga and I talked about what it is and how it is reflected. And in this clip that we're going to share for you, we just break down what we think is the major challenge here in Zambia that a lot of homeowners face. Because the reality is that a lot of people don't get the home that they really want. They start on the journey and then the result isn't as they expected. And in this short clip, we just break down why we think that is. And today we're kind of like looking at the idea of creating a unique home. What that actually means. And so the home building journey, and I think I said it in the introduction episode.
Yes.
There's really a lot of focus on the technical side of things. Mm-hmm. Who's the builder going to be? Where will I buy cement? How much are tiles?
The fittings, just the fitting story.
Is it a flat roof?
The fittings.
Is it this?
The fittings.
And what gets lost in that is that you are creating a home. Mm-hmm. You're creating a home, and sometimes when the technical parts take over the entire story. I think yes, and I think a lot of people are ending up with homes that don't really match the way they live. You find that they need to make extensions, they need to, make changes, or you just live with something that's not quite right.
Stop and just.
Yeah, exactly. So, but we believe that the focus first when you're starting to build your home or when you're thinking about it, the focus first should really be about identifying what does a unique home. What does home look like to you?
Just what is home? What is home?
What is home? Because that's what you're trying to create. That's what you're dreaming of, and it's not. I guess we'll go into it deeper in the show, but that's basically what we're looking at.
Yeah.
What does it mean to create a unique home?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what is it that is guiding you as you take the journey of building your own home? This was one of the episodes that I spoke about the number one thing that you need to do as a home builder before you start getting tied up into the technical aspects of the journey. That is important, but we believe that there's a key step that you need to take before you start anything else. And in this clip, I just share with you how to find your North Star. So firstly, setting your goals and understanding your why. This is a point that we talk about quite frequently on the show because we really think that it's important. I'll highlight it now, but we'll share some links in the show notes for more episodes where we've explained it in detail. knowing why you want to build is a great way for you to ground yourself in the process. It's a really difficult process. It's a long process, and the nature of it is that there's so many moving parts, and it can get overwhelming. There's so much information, so many decisions that you have to make. And having clear goals and understanding why you're actually building will just help you have a reminder of what it is that you're doing in the journey when it gets a bit difficult for you, or when things are not happening as fast as you want them to. It just helps to ground you and helps to just give a guide, kind of like your North Star. I've heard that before. Yeah, the North Star for you that keeps you on the journey and keeps you motivated to actually finish. So that's really important, understanding your why and being clear on your goals. Secondly, just knowing what this home is going to do for you. How is it that a home is going to support your way of living? And in figuring this out, you really want to spend a bit of time understanding how it is that you live. And in the place that you're living right now, how is it not supporting you so well? What are the things that you're really happy about? And as you're gathering ideas, as you're gathering ideas, you think about homes that you've been in that have inspired you and that draw your attention and things that you like. And you use this process to really just get to know what this home should be. And you're doing this from a functional sense, so not necessarily picking ideas because they look good, but just thinking through, okay, when we sit in the sitting room, what do we do? Or maybe you'd like to have more outdoor living space. What would that look like? What does it look like with different types of people in your home? What type of people are you? People, person, family, because this could be for a variety of people. So how does that translate for you? So it does take a bit of thinking through. It does take a bit of planning, and if you're a couple, bouncing ideas off each other of what is it that you think that you need in order to create a home that will be perfect for you. A lot of the home building journey is really technical. And because it's technical, you definitely will need help as you navigate the journey. And we tried to get a number of guests. We did get a number of guests on the show who are trained in certain aspects, and we're hoping that in coming seasons that we'll get more so that you understand the variety of people who can help you. We had an interior designer, Mphangela, who runs her own company, and she shared with us what an interior designer does. We also had Hannah, who's a civil and structural engineer, and she just broke down that in terms of the home building journey, where is it that you would benefit from having a structural engineer? And I promise you, you definitely need to have an engineer on board. Then we also had Taonga on the show, and Taonga is she's an architect. She's trained as an architect, and she's working as a graduate architect now, and she has an interest of specializing in interior architecture. So she broke down from her point of view just the home building journey. We hope that the insights that these technical people shared actually do help you to understand some of the processes that you need to go through, and the people that you need to connect with on your journey to help you achieve the result that you want. Like I said, it's something that you can't do by yourself. You definitely do need help because of the nature of the project that you're doing. And I hope you get some insights. So take a listen to what Mphangela shares that an interior designer does. So our audience are first-time home builders. They're embarking on the journey. Perhaps they're in the process, and I just wanted to hear, like, in the jobs that you do for people who are building their homes, because you've mentioned that you do commercial work, but you do also have clients who are doing their homes. At what point do you come into the process, and what do you do exactly to help the home builder achieve what they want?
Ideally with interior designing, I mean, I think here in Zambia, it's quite new.
Yeah.
So people are now getting to know the importance of having an interior design on board.
Yeah.
So with the projects that we have now, I think we've been brought on board, I would say quite late, but not too late.
Yeah.
Because ideally, an interior designer is supposed to be brought on board at the beginning, because they are more of your consultant and they help you figure out and just narrow down what you want in your building. Because, as a client, you see ideas on Pinterest, you see ideas in a magazine, and you want all those ideas. But to have a professional that will actually sit down with you and just narrow down and put your design brief together, that kind of helps. So it has been good, but challenging in the fact that I think on 2 projects, we've had to sort of redo some of the works. Because they were not quite what the client wanted, but they were done already. And then the client is like, no, but this is what I want done. Is there any way we could try and change this? So that already is a cost implication, because now something's already done and you have to bring it down. And also just time. It takes time away from the project time, so you have to redo it. So,
One of the highlights of the show for me especially was the interview that we had with Daniel and Nthemba. Daniel and Nthemba are a Zambian couple who approached me many years ago to design their home. And this is now 7 years later. They agreed to come onto the show just to talk a bit about their journey. The thing I loved about this podcast was being able to see what they did with just the work that we did together. We took quite a bit of time during the design process to work and figure out what it is that they needed for their home. And they do talk about this in the episode. We also shared on our socials just images of their final home, and it's beautiful. I couldn't be more proud as somebody who helped them to create the home that they're living in now, and to create the home that they see is perfect for them. So this is an example of the fact that it is possible, and it is possible here in Zambia, to create a space of quality that you can love and you can return to each day and just keep falling in love with it. We'd love to share this clip of Daniel and Nthemba just speaking about what their idea of home is. That gives an insight to what it's like from their perspective.
For this particular season, what we're doing is that we're looking at what we're calling creating a unique home. And so with that in mind, what I'd like to find out from you is that what is your idea of a home? And I ask this first of all for you to answer individually what a home means to you, and also as a couple.
And especially before you started the journey of creating your home, what in your mind did you have as this is a home?
Okay. For me, I really wanted some place that's very peaceful. I wanted somewhere where my friends and family can also feel like very relaxed. Wanted some place that is happy, but also a place where you wouldn't feel too bad to also have those sad moments in. Just a place where you can be completely yourself. And
Daniel?
After that answer,
Everything.
And in addition, now for me, it's just simply somewhere I'm happy to go to. That's home.
Okay.
That's how I'll define it. As easy as that.
Like I said, this season has been great, and it's been an honor for us to be able to share what we have shared with you. To end this episode, we we want to just share a clip from Taonga, the interior architect that I mentioned earlier. And she sums up perfectly the key to creating a unique home. And as you wait for us for season 5, we hope that you'll enjoy this clip. And you can go back to the episode starting from season 1, where we've shared a lot of information. We've shared different homes that people have created. We've had different guests on the show, and we hope you'll stick around, and we will see you soon for season 5.
The key to your unique home is in your daily routine. And I cannot emphasize that more.
Yeah.
The way you live your life, the way you have lived your life, the way you plan on living your life, is how you will get your unique home. So based off that, based off your ideas, based off your brief, and all the things you like and dislike, you will guide the professionals to really give you your home.
To really give you what you want.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for listening and being a part of our show.
An Architect and a DJ Build a Home podcast has been brought to you by Emote Projects Limited. The show is hosted by Kalenga, he's the DJ, and me, Mphangela, I'm the architect. Media by Monkey Business Agency. Music by Bless the Creative.